Hi guys, welcome back. Now here in this video we are going to see how our registration form is going to be in action, how we are going to see the data is being inserted into the database. So let's see the guys that here we have already the form with all the values, and now we are going to do one very important thing is we are going to learn about one more widget that is called the progress bar. The progress bar actually helps the user to understand that some process is going on. Now to show that, what we have to do is actually simple method is that we are going to integrate this progress bar over here. So where is this progress bar? We go to the widget section and we see this progress bar. I'll use this progress bar and to be putting over here. Okay. Now we can see that here progress bar is there. Now we have to put some ID to this progress bar. So it's already the ID is giving the define ID. If you want to put it as like I will put it as a PB register. I gave my own ID. Go to the main activity, and then we are having a progress bar, that PB register. Okay, I'll put it as a capital. Now we're going to do it as a PB register equals to find view by ID r.id.pb register. Now if you will run right now, what will happen? Let's see. Once you are running the application, you will see that progress bar is perfectly running, but we don't want that progress bar to be running before the user is doing some action. So let's see that how it's right now is running. I don't want to see it right now. How you can do that? You can simply achieve this thing with the help of PB register dot set visibility view dot gone. So now when you will run it, you will see no progress bar is there. I want this progress bar to only run whenever the user is, or you can say whenever the application is doing some work. Now you can see there's no progress bar. I want this progress bar to be called when the user is on this method is being called. So what I will do, maybe register dot set visibility view dot visible. Okay, so wherever I don't want this progress bar to be available. So for example, first stage is that I started showing that register this progress bar visibility here. Now if error is there and the progress bar is into visible condition, it has to be hidden. I will click on it here and hide it. Again, if there is some failure, I'll again click on it and do like this. Again here, if some error is there, we'll do that, and also registered successfully, I will do that. Okay, now once this register successfully message is coming, we can simply see how the database data is being inserted to the server. Now click on F10, shift F10, and we will run the application. Now once we run the application, our application is running. Now as you click on this, it says please enter all the values. So I will enter my details, ashu test@gmail.com 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and I will put it as 1 2 3 4 5 6 password. Okay, and I will click on register. Now the process is going on. Registered successfully message came. Okay, now the data is being inserted into the server. Where you can see it, simply come here, and we have this already the database here. As you can see, all the data is being inserted at this time. So like this, you can simply insert the data into the database with the help of this application. Now once the user is being registered successfully, we don't have to show it to the message, okay, successfully. Now what the user has to do? User has to go to the login section. So how we can automatically make the user go to the login section? Simple. We use the concept of intent. I will use this intent method here. Like this, we have using intent method. So I'll just simply can take copy paste from here, and once the user has registered successfully, I can just simply put it here. And then if I want to register, then I will get the message. Okay, I want to put it. Now one more feature you will see here. If user is trying to use the same email ID here and the same email ID, then what the message will come. Okay, let's see that. Okay, that simple method is there. I'll just put it. Registration failed. Why? Because there is a already email ID existing here. So I'll put it some other email ID here, xyz@gmail.com. Okay, and I'll put it here back and then put it, and it's just see automatically it goes to the login form. When it automatically goes to the login form, it becomes easy for us to user for this to simply use the login details. Now we haven't done any coding for the login form, so we can see that as well in our application. Into the next video, how we are going to create the login code for this application. So see you guys in another video. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel, and see you soon in another video.